Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, bringing you as much information as I can on these informative videos I can do for you. Obviously this one is the nuclear weapons program, the Trident submarines, because obviously as we know, Zach Polanski is dead against us having these submarines, and should he get into power, obviously fingers crossed he doesn't, and obviously we do. But if he were to get in power, he would get rid of the Trident program. And as you can see on screen, we do have their manifesto, because obviously I just go to show that is their website. This is part of their manifesto. And it does go to show nuclear weapons and NATO. Most of the world's countries do not possess weapons of mass destruction and are safe as a result. And elected Greens will push the UK to sign the UN Treaty on Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, meaning we will have to get shut of ours. Following this, immediately begin the process of dismantling our nuclear weapons, cancelling Trident program, and removing all foreign nuclear weapons from UK soil. So that basically means the US side of things, which is not a great idea. Work with international partners to enlarge membership of the TPNW to ensure all states meet their commitments under Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. So basically what he's meaning there is to go to places like Russia, talk with Putin, go, hello Mr. Putin, can you please disarm your nuclear missiles? Obviously you're just going to get slapped about a bit and incarcerated or physically shot. And you're never going to walk away from those talks in one piece. As it says, the Green Party recognises NATO has an important role in ensuring the ability of its member states to respond to threats to the security. We would work with NATO to achieve a greater focus of global peace building, with basically a handshake. It's just not gonna ever work like that. He's delusional up here. And commitment to a no first use of nuclear weapons. Well, we all know that you're not going to use nuclear weapons as a first choice. What is he, delusional? Because we all know that all ends up in the end of the world. They're there as a deterrent, and a deterrent only. So what I've basically done here is this to show you. Obviously this is the United Kingdom. We have our nuclear Trident program. And obviously our nuclear Trident program can flatten Russia within 30 minutes of use. But that's what keeps our little island safe. But obviously the little rat bag from Greens wants to get rid of it. So obviously that's what we've got to think of. So here's the information on what Trident is. So I've gone and got this information for you guys. So the UK's Trident system is a submarine-based nuclear deterrent relying on 4 Vanguard class submarines: HMS Vanguard, Vengeance, Victorious, Vigilant, armed with US-built Trident 2 D5 ballistic missiles, fitted with UK warheads, maintaining a continuous at-sea deterrent, CASD, with at least 1 boat always patrolling from Faslane, Scotland, with new Dreadnought-class submarines are being built to replace them. Submarines 4 nuclear-powered Vanguard class with replacements Dreadnought class under construction. Missiles Trident 2 D5 leased from the US and maintained by Lockheed in Martin. And the warheads are British made, produced by the Atomic Weapons Establishment, AWE. Bases, submarines are based at HMNB Clyde Faslane Coalport in Scotland. And how it basically works. One submarine is always at sea, ensuring a retaliatory capability. The Prime Minister can authorise a launch capable of striking targets thousands of miles away. Independence versus reliance, so the operational independent but reliant on the US for missile and RD maintenance. This is where obviously Zach seems to kick off the fact we have to rely on America, but America is our main ally. We shouldn't be relying on Europe because Europe is bankrupt, whereas America has more money and it is the richer nation. The replacement program. The current Vanguard subs will be replaced by the new Dreadnought class, with the construction underway for 4 new boats like the HMS Dreadnought and HMS Warspite. To provide the UK with the ultimate deterrent against existential threats as part of NATO's collective security. So basically, here's a few pictures of what they do look like. There's that. They are massive beasts. And obviously they do look phenomenal. They are huge, some of these. And obviously we can't get rid of these submarines, to be fair. And obviously if people think, oh, disarm, you're just mad. Because these subs are needed. And I think obviously it's just mental to think we can get shut of them. And that's why we cannot have this madman ever in power in this country. Because that's why. And then you've got certain people I've spoken to that go, oh, he's the best leader ever. He isn't. That Planty is mental. He needs locking up in a mental institution, literally. So we can't have him in power, literally. We have to stick with the next solution, which is us reform UK with Nigel Farage, because at least he is guaranteed to stick with the Trident program, continue putting more money into our forces, our armed forces, because it's where we need to keep building up, because we can't lose our armed forces. And we need to again build these dreadnoughts and stuff like that. So obviously, everyone who sees these sort of videos, please think first, because obviously, if this little weed gets in charge, Russia will invade, and then we would become the new Russia, because obviously they see that, because obviously until we get rid of the subs, that's when it's game over. That's what people don't understand. He doesn't think first, he reacts later, but you know. But again, thanks for watching. This is a very informative video. Hope some Greens actually will listen, but again, maybe you're not intelligent enough to actually take it all in, because you've all been brainwashed, or you've actually maybe got some you believe you've got bigger boobs because of that, but hey ho. Or maybe he's saying you're going to get a bigger penis, but thank you, but goodbye.